Om. Hello, my dear parliamentarian. Hello, my dear citizen who failed to reach the parliament because of loss in the elections. Hello, my dear leader, whether you may be the ruling party or whether you may be in the opposition bench of the parliament, or whether you have lost your seat in the parliament. Hello, my dear member of the State Assembly. Hello. In all, I think there are about 5,500 people in India who is eligible to vote for the elections in the presidential domain. Hello, my dear everyone. Please come. I shall take you to the most important version in Bhagavad Gita, and I shall split the complex Sanskrit words into simple Hindi words so that you can easily understand. Please come with me inside. Hello and hello. Om Jatasya hi dhruvaha mrutyuha dhruvam janmamrutasya chaha tasmat apariharye arthe natvam sochitum arhasi. Although I have recited this text 27 of chapter 2 in simple words, you will see that the script is complex, combined words in Sanskrit. I shall make it simple. I shall dissolve and dilute this into simple Hindi words. I shall take you to my diary, my dear. Please come. Om Jatasya hi dhruvaha mrutyuha dhruvam janmamrutasya chaha tasmat apariharye arte natvam sochitum arhasi. The word sochitum arhasi. Na is never. Natvam sochitum arhasi. There is no need for you to lament. There is no need for you to sob. There is no need for you to weep. If you lost and if you are unable to do the karma, or if you are not able to perform your duty, Krishna says that don't sob, because he says that Jatasya hi dhruvaha mrutyuha. One who has taken birth in this world is certain to die on some other day. Dhruvam janmamrutasya chaha. That means dhruvam. It is also certain that janma mrutasya chaha, all birth is destined to death. Tasmat, therefore, apariharye. For the fact which is unavoidable for the fact which is a matter of perishable body. That means this human body and the animal body will decompose after death. Therefore, we should never worry about the death. That is the meaning of Natvam Sochitum Arhasi. That means you should perform your duty, my dear parliamentarian. You should fight for dharma only. You should never stand, or you should never follow the footsteps of Satan. This is the same explanation in Quran also. Don't follow the footsteps of Satan, but you fight for dharmic value in the parliament, in the Lok Sabha, in the Rajya Sabha, and in the state assembly. You should fight for nepotism. You should fight for eradicating corruption. You should fight against narcissism, bench fixing in the judicial. You should fight for upholding the value of the Constitution and upholding the judicial value of legal fraternity in India. Om. Hello, my dear friend. Next year, 2022, is the most prominent year in Indian presidency. Please select and elect Pachari as the next president in the year 2022, and Pachari will perform his duty in the dharmic way, without fear of death as well. Please avoid corruption in Bar Council of India, Bar Council of the state. Please avoid influence peddling in the budgeting. Please avoid narcissism in the parliament. Hello, doctor, please avoid amassing black wealth. Hello, every citizen, please pay your taxes so that the ministry and the economy will strive forward in the national interest. Please stop parochialism. प्रधानमंत्री महान नेता मोदी जी को नमस्कार। सम्मानित महान नेता सोनिया जी को नमस्कार। दोनों पक्षों नेताओं को नमस्कार और उनके संबंध नेताओं को भी नमस्कार। भाइयों और बहनों को नमस्कार। सभी भारतवासियों को नमस्कार। आपको और आपके परिवार को शुभकामनाएं।
Saha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya asiddhyoha samo bhutva samatvam yogamuschate. In Hindi, the word president is known as Rashtrapati. This Sanskrit neologism meaning the lord of the land. Rashtrapati is the head of the state and is the first citizen in India. He is the commander-in-chief of the Indian Armed Forces. Although the Article 53 of the Constitution of India states that the President is vested with such powers by the Constitution of India, their position is largely a ceremonial role, and the executive powers are de facto and not de jure. The President is selected by the Electoral College, composed of the elected members of the Parliament houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and also the members of the Vidhan Sabha, the state legislative assemblies, or by mutual understanding and cooperation. Indian philosophy and Indian Constitution makes the President of India as the first citizen of India, first line officer and the first public servant in the democratic India. The President of India is the head of the state, and the system of government of India is a cabinet form of government. The Indian President is therefore a constitutional head like the Queen of Britain. That is, all executive powers are constitutionally vested in him, although those are actually exercised and executed by the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Or in the year 2017, the learned Prime Minister Modi ji and his Cabinet is the executive authority in India in 2017. Zakir Hussain was the shortest serving president who died in 3rd May 1969 due to illness, as the Vice President V.V. Giri took charge as the acting President of India in 3rd May 1969. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed died in 11th February 1979 due to illness before his term of office ended, and the Vice President Jatti took charge as the President of India during Ahmed's term of office. In India, the President is the bridge in the bicameral legislature of the ruling party and the opposition parties. President should exhibit value in culture, heritage and society, as mentioned in the Holy Quran, Holy Bible and the Bhagavad Gita. And yoga is the bridge between the value and the self. The self is the Atman, and the Atman is the duty, discipline and the diligence. I respectfully call the supporters and the opponents to come to mutual understanding towards yoga in the selection of the President of India. So help me God in yoga. I respectfully submit that widening differences in the ruling and opposition parties in the bicameral legislature in India may not be in the good interest of secularism, and I prayerfully submit to dissolve the differences. I respectfully submit that divided polity is the yogic essence in bicameral legislature, and it has now become necessary to crush the common enemy of bribery, black money and tax evasion towards unified goal of development and towards unified selection of President of India to the admiration of the great powers in the world. So help us God in yoga. As a value planner, as a caste analyst and as an engineer and as an exponent in yoga, I, Surendranath Pachari, the Salian by birth, respectfully submit yogic compromise, yogic settlement in this divided polity to enhance the reforms towards value in the body, mind and soul. In this socialist democratic India, so help me God in yoga. Jai Hind.